Welcome, everyone. I am super excited, as I always say, but I have a special guest here with me. You've met her before, Alicia Couri, and I like saying the Alicia Couri. We wanted to jump on and just talk to you guys for a few minutes. I wanted Alicia to talk a little bit more to you about she's so passionate about not only her health, but helping other women with their health. Alicia, thanks for coming on.
Lydia, it's a pleasure as always. Always, always.
It's always a party.
Yes.
So let's get right into it. I would love for you to share with those that are listening and watching, what is why are you so passionate about sharing your health journey now with other women?
Lydia, after being diagnosed with breast cancer in 2020, I felt that I did not want to go the traditional route that could lead to, and this is my opinion, that could lead to more illness. Meaning you start down this path of traditional medicine, and you have side effects, and then they give you something for the side effect, and it becomes this never ending cycle. And so once I was diagnosed, I thought, all right, I know Lydia. I know some people that could possibly give me some insight
Hmm.
into what's going on in my body that I don't know about, that can help me make this decision whether or not to go traditional. Because I needed to get more information on what damage I could
Hmm.
potentially be doing to my body
Hmm.
versus how can I enter into this journey healthfully or as
Yes.
healthy as possible, because now I have a pre-existing condition, right? So
Right.
as healthy as possible, how can I enter this journey with my body? That was my decision.
Yeah, and that's huge. And for people to understand, it's not that you were looking to replace your health professionals. It's having a better
No.
conversation to make an educated decision.
100%. And when you and I first talked about it, and I said, I want to make sure my body is as healthy as it possibly
Mhm.
can be, aside from the diagnosis. So
Right.
let's work on getting everything healthy so that whatever the decision the doctor and I make, I'm entering that from a very strong, powerful position, and it's not that this ache is leading to this ache and then
Right.
this thing, and everything starts breaking down. Didn't
Yeah.
want
Yeah, it's no quality of life. We've seen it so many times
right,
before. So you
right.
had a diagnosis. You want to share with them where you are now?
Yeah, I'm cancer free. It's been 2.5 years. Woo! Well, actually, no, exactly in November was 2 years to the surgery that removed the cancer from my body. So it's 2 years. I
Hmm.
said 2.5 because I'm already into 2025. But yeah, 2 years
So
cancer
yeah.
free. And we did it. We did the surgery. I didn't do any chemotherapy, radiation. They call it hormone therapy, but it's
Right.
really not hormone
Suppressing
therapy.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they just block everything from producing.
Hmm.
And so I'm looking forward to getting that 5 year all clear, and they say, you know what, you're all good to go.
Yeah.
So, yep.
That's so awesome. Now, for you, you've because you've been on a journey of building your confidence and just being your own health advocate, and not every woman is at that spot. But what do you think is like the biggest thing? Because you work with women all the time with their confidence, we work with corporations. What do you think is the biggest thing that holds women back when it comes to taking care of themselves?
Oh, that's a big question.
It's a big
And
onion.
one of the things, because I won't say it's the thing, but one of the things is our own identity of ourselves.
Mm.
Like, how do you see yourself? Do you even take the time to unpack that? Like, what is my identity as a healthy person? Because I always saw myself as a healthy person pre-diagnosis. I thought,
Hmm.
invincible. Nothing can touch me. I am healthy. I am strong. All those things. So that was my identity. And so when faced with that, my identity still remained, I am strong and I am a healthy person. This is just a blip. This is just something that is trying to attack my body, but I won't allow it to. So
Yeah.
if you don't really take the time to identify what that is for you, are you being strong and healthy? And then are you making the decisions and the choices that align with being a strong, healthy person? As much as you know what that is, because
Right.
we've had conversations too. I used to run. I was so into, like I would run, but I hated it. So I'd run only 7 minutes full out as fast as I could go. And you're like, you need to stop that. And I'm like, why? My knees are good. I'm fine. It's like, no, you're not doing your body any favors. So as far as I knew, I could run,
Mm-hmm.
and that was healthy for me, but not understanding really the health benefits of walking versus running at my age.
Right.
I didn't know that. So there are a lot of things that you don't know
Right.
when it comes to your health and wellness. And I finally relinquished all of that self knowledge,
Right.
right? And turn to the expert. And I think those are I said more than one thing, but those are a couple
Right.
of the things. Like we think we know, and we still eat whatever we want to eat and do whatever we want to do because we don't want anybody to tell us what to do.
Right.
But on the other side, we don't have that picture, that identity of a healthy body, a healthy person. Um, and that's where I'll leave that.
No, and that's huge because it's you have to think about if you identified yourself and you love yourself, because sometimes I think we say that they're like, "Oh no, I love me." I'm like, if you truly love you, then you're going to treat yourself differently.
100%.
The
Yes.
actions that you take, the people that you surround yourself with, like just the how you speak to yourself is all completely different.
It
And
is.
it's a process.
And I remember one of your clients that became one of my clients for visibility, and getting her on TV, so proud of her, said that when we were doing her segment for television, she
Hmm.
talked about being diagnosed as diabetic and
Mm,
not and high blood pressure, having high blood pressure and not really understanding what that really meant for her.
right.
So she kept doing all the same high stress environment, eating all the wrong things, a lot of fast food
Hmm.
until it became critical. And she even had her family, her mother had passed from the same high blood pressure,
Hmm.
stroke, and she said it still didn't like compute.
Hmm.
And so sometimes we're just living our existences and not really allowing things to compute and
Right.
say, what am I doing to my body? What am I really doing to myself? Every bite of food you take, is this putting me in the right direction or not? And
Right.
it's not to judge harshly. I eat a burger every now and then. I eat a slice of pizza, but it's not my lifestyle. It's
Right.
not what I choose to eat every day. And so I make better health choices, understanding from learning from you what my body needs as fuel and what is going to be junk in my
Right.
body,
Right.
right? So I can make the right choice by understanding that. And if I make the choice to eat some junk one day, it's like, all right, well, I'm fully aware that I made that choice. But
Yeah.
I also have the tools from you to then the next day not do that,
Right.
right? So
And,
it's not
and
compounded.
right. And I think what's big about that, it's like you're not looking for comfort in that food.
A
And
hundred
I think
percent.
that's
It's
what
I like
happens.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like if I want a cookie, I'm going to have a cookie. And
Right,
it's easy to say no to that cookie because I know I can have that cookie.
right. And I'm not gonna have the box,
Yeah.
right?
Well, not anymore.
I'm not, I could sit and I can have, like, I remember one time watching a video from you and you were talking about almonds, how almonds are good, but
Mhm.
you eat no more than 15 almonds, or
Mhm.
was it 15 or
Yeah,
5?
15 is like a serving
15, a
size.
serving size, 15. I'm like, 15 almonds? What's
Right.
15 almonds gonna do? You gotta get a handful of those things. Eat a whole bag of almonds.
500 calories later.
Right. I was like, you're counting out 15 almonds. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. But it's again understanding what those almonds are good for you
Yeah,
up until a certain point,
right.
and then it just becomes useless fat, right? It just
Yeah,
becomes useless in your body.
yeah.
So it's understanding what, if you're using the food for fuel, and
Mhm.
if you're using the food for the right things to bring nutrition into your body, then that's what the food is there for. And it could
Right.
taste good, but like you said, it's not for comfort or for any other purpose,
Yeah,
but
it's
to
not it's
fuel
not
your
your
body.
yeah, sorry. It's not your spiritual advisor. It's not your lover. You know, what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's not your counselor. Yeah, and it's okay. I always talk to people. It's okay to love your food, right? But it's not okay for it to control you.
Yes.
And so I don't want to get anybody confused. It's not like because anybody that follows us, they know like we love food. We are foodies.
Right. Food people. I love
Right.
food too. In fact, when you first told me I had to start fasting, thought I would die. I'm like, I'm going to be like Gandhi over here, like it's like in
What are
in
you
like
gonna
Skin
do to
and
me?
Bones. I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. And now, fasting 16, 18, 20
Hmm.
hours is not a problem. But
Yeah.
it's just, shifting that mindset. What is that doing for my body? Again,
Hmm.
clarity brings so much um, power in the choices that you make,
Yeah.
because understanding what fasting is doing to my body when I do that makes it easier for me to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Educated, informed decisions. I mean that's what it's all about. Because when you know
correct.
better, you
You
hopefully
should do better.
you right
You,
you should do better.
you should do
So,
better.
you are known for helping women on so many different levels, but especially with confidence. I always love talking to you just about everything in confidence. Let's talk about this coming week. We actually have our hormone macro code masterclass coming up, and you are going to be one of our special guest speakers.
I'm so excited.
Yes, it's going to be so much fun. Do you want to share a little bit about what you're going to talk about, what they're going to learn with us?
Well, we're going to talk. Well, I mentioned earlier about your identity,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to talk a little bit about shifting that identity and using a tool which I just love, which is called the alter ego. I
Yeah.
love using the alter ego because it has so many benefits. And there are some misconceptions about an alter ego, and it's not that you're creating this false, fake persona for yourself that's not authentic to you. In fact, if you build it correctly, if you develop it right, it
Mm-hmm.
is the truest version of yourself that you're afraid to kind of let the world see. And it is possibly the most powerful version of yourself. So, we're going to talk about building that alter ego and the benefits of it, and
Mm-hmm.
give you some tips on how you can start putting yours together. So, we're going to talk about that.
I can't wait. It's going to be so
Yeah.
good. This masterclass, it is completely free, you guys. So if you want to be part of this masterclass, you get all the details. Just comment in the comments below. What are we doing? Confidence?
Confidence, yes,
Yes.
confidence. So just put confidence
In
in
the
the chat,
chat, in the
yeah,
comments.
in the comments, and we will send you the link
Yep.
to come join us live on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
And you're going to learn listen, you're going to learn so much from Lydia. Every time I hear, even just like her Facebook posts, I learn so much
Oh,
from her. It's powerful. And even if some of these things you probably say, well, I've heard that before, but are you doing it?
right.
If you're not doing it, then you really haven't heard it. So you better listen
Right.
again.
Exactly. You
Because
know,
if you're not doing it, it's not real to you yet.
Exactly. And that's what this master class is all about. I was talking about it earlier today. Understand this is a class where by the time that we're done with you, it's a half day master class. You're like, oh my God, a half day. But let me ask you, if in a half a day, you've found out what was going on with your body. What are the next best steps to take in order to customize your personal plan so you can take control of your health, you can take control of your body, you can take control of your life this coming new year? I mean, wouldn't it be worth it? I
A
mean,
100%. Yes.
100%. So go ahead, comment the word confidence. I'll get it out.
Confidence, the word confidence. And
Confidence in the chat. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, if we have time for one quick story, let me
Go
know.
ahead.
Okay. So when I was diagnosed in 2020 and I didn't have surgery until 2022.
Mhm.
And between that time, I started working with Lydia and Ryan, and I would have to have an MRI every 4 to 6 months. I would have to go in for an MRI because my surgeon, who was urging me to have surgery, she kept telling me, you have to have the surgery, you have to have the surgery.
Mhm.
And it's not that I was resisting the surgery for the sake of surgery. There are a lot of other things that were going on with me that I was waiting and I was praying about it and I was waiting for the right time when the Holy Spirit said, yes, go ahead and have the surgery. And so every time I went in for an MRI and I sent her the results, or we went in for a mammogram and an ultrasound and sent her the results, the tumors, I had 3 tumors and they didn't change.
Mm.
And so the last time I went to her before we scheduled the surgery, she said, I don't know what it is you're doing. I was working with Lydia and Ron. I don't know what it is you're doing, but it's like a fire hose on those tumors. And I'll tell you, between my prayer, like really going to war on that
Mhm.
stuff in the spirit, and then understanding what I needed to do for my body, what Lydia and Ryan were teaching me and sharing with me, though the combination of those two things was so powerful in holding those tumors from increasing, from growing, from spreading. And I just want to thank you so much, Lydia,
Oh,
from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for educating me and giving me the tools to regain my health and feel
oh man.
confident in saying to the surgeon, we're going to wait. Feeling
Right.
confident with the prayer that I was doing and knowing that I had the power to make those decisions and I didn't feel like it was being kind of forced down my
Right.
throat. And I'm saying that's my experience. That was my experience. I'm not saying this as a
Right.
medical professional or anything. If you need to go do it, follow your doctor's advice. I'm just saying this is what my spirit was guiding me to, and the supplementation, the food, the way I was
Mhm.
eating, and all the fasting, and all those things that I learned from Lydia and Ryan helped facilitate that so that when I did go into surgery, my body was strong and healthy, and the recovery was super fast, and it was really a great experience. So much so that I don't even. It's like it seems like it was so long ago.
Right?
Yeah, it seemed like it was just a blip and then it was gone.
And
So I
that's the
appreciate
amazing
that.
part. Well, you know what? You being healthy, happy, and just continuing to do what you do and shine is all we needed, all we wanted.
Yes.
So we're blessed to know you.
Thank you. Ditto, ditto.
So join us, ladies. Join us this coming Saturday for a Hormone Macro Code Masterclass. Just comment in the comments confidence, and we will make sure that you get the link. Again, it's completely free. You're going to get to hear from Alicia. She's going to share more of her story and obviously the insights, the things that she's learned over the years, not only building her brand, but in her own health personal journey in order to help you move forward to be the best version of you that you can be going into this coming year. Alicia, you're amazing.
Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you for being here and sharing your story. And guys, we will see you on the inside. Comment confidence.
And come.